The man who sold his spine for relevance. Dearly beloved, reluctantly gathered survivors of the Lindsey Graham era, we are here to remember Senator Lindsey Graham as history may remember him once the choir stops humming and the receipts are passed around. Lindsey Graham is gone, and with him passes one of the great moral weather vanes of American politics. He did not hold convictions. He rented them until a stronger wind came through town. He called Donald Trump a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. Then, after a little proximity to power, he returned wearing knee pads and a Senate pin. Let us not say Graham was confused. He knew. He saw the poison, read the warning label aloud, then walked behind the counter and started selling shots. His failure was not ignorance, it was betrayal. He was not fooled by the carnival barker. He became his emotional support senator. Some men do not lose their souls in one dramatic moment. They lose them by subscription plan. A little silence here, a little compromise there, a little "I'm trying to be relevant" whispered over whatever integrity remained. And relevance was his god, not country, not the Constitution, not democracy. Relevance. The small, hungry god worshipped by people who cannot stand being outside the room where the damage is done. He normalized Trump after correctly diagnosing him as unfit. He defended him through impeachment and announced he was not trying to be a fair juror before swearing an oath to do impartial justice. He helped build Trump's judicial machine and watched that movement's court strip women of constitutional protection over their own bodies. Then he introduced a national abortion ban after Republicans spent years chanting states' rights. Apparently, abortion belonged to the states until federal power could control women more efficiently. Behold conservative federalism. It disappears the moment a uterus enters the room. He fought LGBTQ equality beneath the perfume of traditional marriage, as though love needed his permission slip before becoming real. He wrapped militarism in moral language until bombing other countries sounded like a Rotary Club fundraiser with missiles. He spoke of Gaza with the tenderness of a man ordering demolition from a recliner. Level the place is not statesmanship, it is empire having a tantrum in a suit, and this was his true legacy. He made cowardice conversational. He gave it jokes, a drawl, and committee assignments. He called the surrender of moral judgment relevance. The older monks had another word for it, bondage. Power does not always conquer people by threatening them. Sometimes it conquers them by inviting them to golf. Some will say we should speak gently because he is dead. Fine. Death does not erase harm. It does not launder a voting record or bleach the quotes. It does not turn cruelty into complexity because the casket has flowers on it. But the harmed are not required to kneel at the altar of the powerful, because the powerful finally ran out of pulse. We do not celebrate death here, we examine legacy. And Lindsey Graham's legacy is a warning. Do not sell your discernment for access. Do not call a man dangerous, then become his shield. Do not harm the vulnerable and expect the wounded to provide your funeral music. The speeches remain, the votes remain, the hypocrisies remain. The women endangered by abortion bans remain. The queer couples told their love was a threat remain. The children in bombed places remain, and they are allowed to speak. So rest in peace, Senator Graham, if peace is available where truth is unavoidable. May the angels be more merciful than your policies. May the heavenly court provide the due process you denied others. And may the rest of us remember, a man can spend decades near power and still die having never become great. He can be famous, feared, quoted, and polished by obituary writers. But if he used his life to make the world crueler, smaller, meaner, and more afraid, history owes him no halo, only a mirror. Amen. And someone please check the collection plate for defense contractors.